What's going on, guys? JackShoke37 here, making a video that I have not done in so long. This is an NHL video. I think I've only done one or two of these, and that was back like probably I think 2017, because it was NHL 17 when I made those videos. So it's been a long time, and I'm sure that a decent amount of the people here are coming from Call of Duty, and I'm not sure if anybody that played Black Ops 3 when I was uploading those videos and that was a fan of those videos, if you guys play NHL. But this is a game right now that I spend a lot of my time with. It's usually because it came out a few weeks ago and I'll play it throughout the year, but right now, since it just came out, I'm playing it like a lot, and that's pretty much the only game I'm playing right now. So I figure you know, if you do play NHL, hopefully you're into this, hopefully some new people are coming here. But as you could tell by the title, this is pretty much the guide to winning squad battles and like just beating the AI. I know obviously the bigger NHL YouTubers have already made certain videos on these, but I feel like there's some certain things that I've picked up over last year and this year of playing squad battles, and just little things I've learned that might like aren't really being said and that are really helpful tips. And I'm not a rank 1 squad battle player, and actually this year I haven't finished ranked yet, but I honestly haven't really been trying in squad battles too much, because I've been going pretty good in rivals, because I didn't spend too much time last year on rivals. I was mostly into squad battles, and I figured I'd switch up this year. Plus both weekend champs have been out. I've been in champs, so I spend majority of the time playing champs, and then after it ends trying to get like the points to get back into it. But when I do play squad battles, I get the amount of points, like I get the 5+ goals and the 20+ shots nearly every time, and if I don't, it's because I'm just not really trying to. But I'm probably gonna start picking that up if I don't make champs this weekend, or whenever weekend I don't, I'll start probably end up grinding a lot more that week, go for top 100. But these are some tips, not in any order, but just I have some gameplay in the background here. This was a game of playing, I think it was an 84 overall team. They would have been 85, 86, but they had two bad goalies that bring down the overall. They were like 270 goalies, but the offense and defense was they were pretty good players. But the overall of the team doesn't really matter. It's more when you actually click on the team where it shows you the possible points before entering the game. It will show you the aggression of the team and what the team's plays are, like if they're aggressive, passive, what strategies they're running, all that stuff. So certain things will apply whether they're more aggressive or less aggressive. But as you guys can see right here, it's not even 10 minutes into the first, and I'm already winning 4-0. And this isn't some crap team. It's on Superstar. There's obviously better teams in this, and certain teams are gonna be harder. Like I've sometimes struggled winning by more than 2 against like a 77 overall team. It's just really weird. Just sometimes like the computer with not even good teams is just good. You know, the computer is weird. But so a big tip I want to start off with is not being aggressive. And I see some people in their videos will say, you know, run all these passive settings and everything. But me, I run the full forecheck on offense, and I run 1-2-2 aggressive and 1-2-2 red. I think the other one is called. And those are the most aggressive things you could be. But I play less passive. Like when you're watching, and sometimes I don't always do it, but as I'm talking over it, because I wasn't talking when I did this, but you want to not really pressure them too much as they're entering your zone. You kind of want to just back up with them, not overly like go for a big hit or go for the poke check that if you miss you'll be caught out of position, because that's typically what happens. And I notice that a lot, that if I'm not really thinking about it, I end up doing that, where I go in for a big hit or I go for a poke check, and I completely put myself out of position, and then I have a 2-on-1, and the computer is very, very good at that, 2-on-1, or they'll make it a breaker or whatever, so it's hard to defend that. And as anybody that plays HUT this year or NHL in general knows, it's very easy to score. Passes go through the D like crazy. It's really hard to defend the backdoor plays. But with in the defensive zone, honestly, you can pretty much run whatever strategies you want. Again, I said I run the aggressive strategies. I do switch that up time to time. I was playing all passive the week before, and I don't notice too much of a difference, but I am more of an aggressive player when I play online, so I like the aggressive stats, and it kind of just carries over. But you just got to watch in the offensive zone. You never really want to pull a player that isn't meant to be there into that spot. So, you know, if the play's in the corner, you don't want to rush in with the D to try to get the puck back. Obviously, if you have the puck, it's different. But if they get it off you in the corner, you don't want to pull the D out of position and go there, because that's how they end up getting their rushes, right? Hitting, there's not really a problem with hitting, but personally, I find that unless you are very good at timing your hits, it's hard to do that, because they can kind of get around you, or the hit doesn't fully knock them over, and then again they get around you. But as you guys can see here, like, I already have my 5-goal difference. Obviously not the shots yet, but by this point I think I finished this period with 7 shots on 6 goals. So I play more where I kind of pass the puck around till it's a sure goal. That's why I don't really have too many shots, and then once I get my 5-goal differential, then I will go in for the shots. But again, I've already said it, but if you guys don't know, you need the 5-goal difference and at least 5 goals and 20 shots. It can be an even 20. But I end up blowing this team out. I think it was like 12-2 final score, but it's all about, and again, another thing suggested like a lot is speed down the boards. That works really well, but it's not only that, and it's going for the backdoor play, but it's having the insight. You have to, when you're playing, and this could go into online too, but what I notice is when you're in the offensive zone, you have to see every possibility, because the computer sometimes will move away from those super, like, very hard passes to make, but if you can time it right, you can make a guy wide open. And I have some of the goals here where just a normal play doesn't look like it, and then boom, the guy's somehow wide open. But these are, and again, I'm not any pro player, it's just I play squad battles like a solid amount, and these are just things I pick up on. Just plays like that, as you could see in the play of the period right there, finding that guy in front, that's a goal that will go on often. It's all about patience. In squad battles, you can't rush anything. If you start rushing the computer and playing too aggressive, you know, if you're down by a goal and you really need to go back, that's how you get burned. They start passing it around, they make you look silly. Literally, no matter how good you are, no matter how good your team is, they make you look silly. They start passing the puck around till there's literally a wide open net or a wide open one-timer. You can't, and then you think, well, wow, the computer's so good. But it's all about patience. No matter what's going on, you're losing, whatever, or you need the 5 goals, you're running out of time, you have to take your time with it. If you have to replay the game, you got to replay the game. Obviously, the goal is to not do that, but I notice it every time I get burned and I get mad and I think, oh my god, like how are they so good? When I really look back on it, it's because I was rushing the play. You start rushing them, you pull your guys out of position, that's how they score. If you just play, don't pull anybody out of position, typically stay one guy until they pass it, like this, right? I stay on them, then there, right there, they're struggling to get in my zone, I end up getting the puck right back. Obviously, they will get in your zone, but if you can keep them, and this is obvious, but if you can keep them out of your zone, they can't score. If you can keep it primarily in the neutral zone or in their zone, and anytime they're breaking out, stop them in the neutral zone, then they can't score on you. And that's in this game what I did very well. They had little to no time in my end. Yeah, they scored that 1 goal. Their first goal was iffy. They score another goal, but that's kind of because I was already winning by so much, it didn't really matter. But you just always have to be, no matter what's going on, take your time with it. When you're moving the puck up, sometimes, yes, the speed is really good and you can blow by them on the boards, but sometimes I find when I'm playing, it's just really good to slow it down, just slowly move up, wait till that open pass is good, and then the computer will almost kind of start rushing you after you just kind of take your time with it. But another thing I want to address, power plays and penalty kills. Penalty kills, if you take a penalty, they're not make or break. In squad battles, for some reason, the time goes by way quicker than an online game. The power play, if they dump it down the ice, literally half the penalty kill or power play is done. I don't know why it's like that, but the games are just really quick, and especially if you go on the power play or penalty kill, it goes by in like literally, look at how quick that power play was. But it's not going to kill you, but obviously you don't want to take penalties, and that can be something that does hurt you. If you're somebody who abuses the poke check against the computer and they keep skating in your stick and you're getting these penalties, they're going to score on you, because then you get angry and then you pull yourself out of position. That's exactly what happens, and that's what I find with me. A few things that kill me. Normally, when I play squad battles, I don't play with any music or anything, because I really got to think about what I'm doing, and I find that if you're just playing up the ice, the time goes by too quick, and then you're running out of time, you need the 5 goals, you need 20 shots, whatever. But if you can just take your time with it, move the puck up, find the complete open passes, this is a perfect example. The game goes by quick and you're literally dominating. Not once in this game was I like, oh, I'm running out of time, I got to score another goal, I got to get more shots. I was going into the third period, I almost had 20 shots, I was easily up by 5 goals. And that doesn't happen every time. Like, I had games I played yesterday. One of my games going into the third period, I only had like 8 shots. It was like 3-2 me. So it happens, and every game is different. And so there's not even really certain things that always work, because against the computer, it's like ridiculous. They're always doing different things. They're always just seem to be really good, even with bad players. Like silver players are doing these crazy dekes. They beat you on face-offs, and that's my next topic. I'm getting into the face-offs. You want to have 4 really good centermen. But even with that being said, you have to know how to win a draw, because the computer is not like an online person where you can do the same thing, say a backhand stick lift, it always works. The computer, I believe it's after you do the same thing twice, it won't work until you do something else. So if you go in for a tie-up, then the next draw, try to go in for a tie-up again, I find that almost every time the computer is going to win no matter what. Even if you have a Bergeron with like 89 draw, they have a silver player. Just because you can't really do the same thing twice without switching it up in between. So again, if you go in for the tie-up, next play go for the backhand stick lift. Then if you want to just stick to those 2, you can do that. But I like to go, forehand tie-up, backhand tie-up, forehand tie-up, backhand tie-up. Just kind of switch it around like that. But I find the face-offs are crucial, because I have so many times where I'll score right off the draw, or I'll lose the draw, they go down and score. So face-offs are important, and you obviously do want to have the good centerman, just even though that computer thing works. But that's something to keep in mind if anybody is continuously losing the draw, or they have a better player and their timing's not off and they still keep losing it. You want to switch it up every time. But again, as you guys can see in this gameplay, it's all about patience. Certain plays like that play, I probably should have waited there. And sometimes you have to make the play early. Like, when I play the computer and I'm not really paying attention, I'm kind of just playing to play, I notice that I'll have a play that if I would have waited an extra second, it would have gone in. But I rush it. Yeah, I took a one-timer when I shouldn't have, or I didn't take a one-timer when I should have. So it just plays like that. But obviously, and again, I already said this, but not every team is the same. So sometimes a higher overall team will be easy to beat, lower overall team won't. And it's not always the overalls, because again, like this game, this team showed as an 83 or an 84, and I was thinking, okay, it's probably not good of a team. When I actually looked at the roster, they had a pretty good team. It was just the goalies bringing down the overall, and that could be the case. I was playing an 83 overall team the other day that had the top 2 lines full of all icons, Gretzky, Lemieux, Lafleur. So it's like the overall isn't everything. So don't just think it's going to be a light, easy game. But another topic I want to talk about is the goalie. Goalies aren't crucial, because it's obviously majority of your defense. I'd say it's like 80% of your defense that is important, not the goalie. But you don't want to have a crap goalie. I think honestly anything 82, 83, if you're playing good defense, is good, because with the way I played this game, I played really good defense. So I could have put a silver goalie in net, and it's not like they had any crazy shots that I got bailed out by my goalie. I have Price in that, but it's just something you want to think about, because if you could have you could have the best goal in the game, but if you're playing crap defense, giving up all these open one-timers and everything, they're gonna score on you, right? So a goalie isn't everything, but you do want to consider that when you are playing, that you want to just stop plays before they even happen. The next thing I want to talk about is the backdoor play. The computer is pretty good at waiting on you till something really opens up. Eventually, after like a minute or so of them just circling around, they end up just literally passing the puck right to you for some reason. So what I used to do last year was just stand in the middle, let the computer chase around the computer, like my computer versus their computer, till they just gave up the puck. And that kind of does work. This year, they have, like, if you just kind of stand in the middle, defensive skill stick kind of waving around, eventually it will come to you. But to hurry it up without causing a goal, if you play a player, like, you let your computer chase them and you play the back door, so the guy sitting in front of the net, your AI won't really cover him. He'll kind of let them go there. So if you let the computer pass it to the guy in front, it's almost going to go in every time unless you're manually playing that back door. So what I do, I will go with a stick lift. If you spam it, you're going to get a high sticking call, so you have to time it. When you see a play coming, you want to just stick lift them, and then it will go right by him. Or if you don't want to do that because you're doing that, you find you're getting penalties, which will happen to me sometimes. If you just kind of place your body in front of the guy with the defensive skill stick, anytime the puck is about to go to him, you can kind of hit him or just stand in front of him with the defensive skill stick, and it will just go off your stick, and you can't do anything about it. But I think those points I talked about are some of the most important points, and something you always want to consider there. Like that play, that goal that just went in, that was all because I was kind of just slacking, and like I'm up by a lot, it doesn't really matter. But if I had a few less goals, that would have been a crucial goal, right? But it's all about the defense, and again, patience. I can't stress patience enough. If you start rushing it, you try to just get the puck, you want to hurry up, go back in their end, you're gonna get burned. I've seen it happen to me too many times. I've raged out. I get mad. I hit my controller. It's just because I know it. I feel it, and I'm sure that there will people be coming to this video for that exact reason. You know, they're getting burned. They're up, and then they always give up the lead. It's because of the defense. I swear it's because of the defense. If you can just get up by enough, and you really want to just ozone rag and sit in there and pass the puck around, you can do that. But as long as you get the 20 shots, and that's one more thing I want to address, you could be up by 5 goals early. Like I was in this game 6-1. You can't forget about the shots. The shots weigh in a decent amount on the points. I noticed that if I get the 5 goals, say 6-7 goals above what they have, but my shots aren't there, it oddly affects the amount of points you get. I'm not sure exactly how many, but I noticed it does impact it. So to be getting the maximum points, you always want to see, once you achieve that goal, the goal count, you want to make sure your shots. So I think that I covered a lot of things here. Anybody that is really stuck in squad battles, and I know how frustrating the computer can be, if you want to leave a comment down below. I'm pretty good at squad battles, and I played a decent amount, so I might be making some more videos here. Maybe just, if you guys are into it, upload some gameplay, so maybe you guys can just kind of watch how I play, upload a gameplay, try to almost copy what I'm doing, because some of these goals, they're like, they look pretty nice, they're wide open nets, right? But it's all the patience. So comment down below if you watch this and you try these tips out and you're still stuck or anything. There's also some good videos. No Sleeves, he has a squad battle video where I take some of the stuff he says, I use that, and then I kind of flip that into some of my tips I gave you guys. But if you guys are curious about more tips, maybe none of these are working for you, trying them out, let me know any of your problems in the comments below, or just if you want to see more videos like these. I'm not sure how big of a population there is for NHL that would be coming to my channel. I'm sure maybe it might start off small, but I think I might upload a few more of these, maybe some champs videos. I'm not crazy good online. I'm getting better though, but squad battles is definitely my expertise. So if you guys do want some more videos there, some more tips or whatever, I will I'll go to upload that. I also just uploaded, for anybody that's say into Black Ops 3 here, I just uploaded a modded account giveaway. You guys can go check that out, enter it. It'll be up for a few days, then I'm going to be giving away a Black Ops 3 modded account. But I know I've kind of rambled on a little bit here, so again, comment down below if you guys need any more tips here. That's all I had to say. I'm going to leave the next 3 minutes in the gameplay, and I'm also going to show my team, the team that was used in this video here. So I'll probably put that at the end of the video. And that's all I had to say. I hope you guys enjoyed. Watch the rest of this gameplay, and that's all I had to say. Peace.